And we are live. So for anyone who's watching the video or the VOD, you can just scroll like 5 minutes ahead. I'm going to do a quick test and then I'll be hopping in this space right here. Yeah, so I'm going to be hopping in a space with some of the guys from XRP Cafe as well as some other XRP community members, and we'll just be recapping over the past year. Mostly about the lawsuit, about how sentiment has changed, talk about certain implementation like hooks and federated sidechains, and a bunch of stuff. So let me first check this and we'll hop right in. I think we are good. So let me make this public now.
First of all, I see a lot of folks with Christmas hats. Shout out to you. I Angie, or your holiday hat, however you want to call it. Quincy, perfect.
What's up? What's up? How you guys
On
doing?
point. Yeah, great. We just started. Quincy, do you know that like when people usually, especially for spaces, people start with like nice music, like actual nice music. Gotta figure out that setup. I'm pretty sure you got it figured out for
There's
your.
there's there's like a feature. So I know if you hop in, and when you first hop in and people are like coming in, there's like a few features, and I know sometimes they're automatically enabled where like there is music because I have had that. But there's like a few features like that. There's a zillion features on Twitter, on like X Spaces or whatever, that I've never even heard of. But yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, you streaming also on YouTube and all of these channels, right?
Yeah. I'm streaming on YouTube. I plan on multi-streaming soon, so hopefully I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. Hopefully I'm on Twitch. Maybe we'll see.
I mean, apparently X will become the spot to be with spaces being also with video, like live streaming, all of
I
that.
hope so. I hope that
That's gonna be crazy.
I've sort of seen people stream to X, and that's cool. I've seen a few
Yeah,
people do it, especially a few people in the space, and I want to do that too because I think that's really cool. I actually think
it is.
X has a competitive advantage over like Twitch, over like Kick or even Rumble. I don't know about YouTube because YouTube has its own advantage with its algorithm, but Twitter or
hmm
X has its own advantage simply based on the fact that people sort of like hang out on this site. So it's sort of, you might actually go, oh wow, I just saw a feed of different a feed of different posts, and now I just so happen to see really any number of us are live, so any of our followers are going to see us live, and I don't know. I think that's going to create a new type of community engagement that doesn't exist on other applications. Like I said, YouTube's interesting
Yeah,
because it has its algorithm, but yeah, I think
dude.
X Spaces are going to be pretty cool.
I mean, YouTube is like the place I feel like for, especially for the XRP community. A lot of people really primarily get their sources from there because if I look, usually the people who are active. I mean, I'm in my own bubble. Everybody's in his own bubble, so I'm not seeing everybody. Nobody's seeing everybody. We are in our own bubble. But yeah, YouTube is big. Like if you look, a couple of the content creators like Die and Crypto Airy and some other folks, Brett Kimes, like they have, I would say, a huge portion of the community, and they are primarily only on YouTube, so it's very hard to reach them if you are not on YouTube. I
Yeah,
guess if that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
But
Awesome.
man,
So
X spaces always feel like radio.
yeah,
I feel like
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
You see these spaces on the side and think like, it's like channel XYZ.
Yeah, I agree. It's like radio.
Yeah.
Good old radio. Let's kick it off. So we had some nice chit chat here. We want to do a recap of 2023 pretty much, because 2023 was really eventful for the whole crypto sphere, I would say in general, but also for the XRP community, or definitely for the XRP community. A lot of things happened for the broad community, but also individually. A lot of people, I guess, did great things in 2023. A lot of events happened, meetups. People shaked hands the first time in 2023, saw each other. So 2023 definitely for a lot of people, great year. And so we came here together. Got Quincy and Crippen Ryder and Shellfish. She dropped because she has bad connection. So sorry for that. To go over the years, pretty much, sum it up and comment on the things that happened, and maybe on the things that did not happen as well, because they've been also plentiful. And yeah, I want to kick it off and first say thanks, Crippen, for joining. How are you doing?
This year, kind of happened. A lot is still happening, and most of what I'm excited about is happening next year. So, the craziest stuff happened, I think.
I mean, 100%.
All the drama, man. All the drama.
A lot of also first. Actually, how are you calling in over there, right? Calling in, fish?
I'm calling in from sunny South Florida. It is beautiful and 75. Very few clouds in the sky, bright sunshine. Beautiful out. Great for December.
One thing that Charles Hoskinson always, I like what he's saying when he says like, always sunny, always warm. Hey, what is it? Always sunny, always, sometimes Colorado. It's great, but he always says that. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know where Colorado really is. I think in the middle somewhere. The U.S. is gigantic. Sorry.
At the Rocky Mountains, and there's great skiing there, so there's probably some cold days too.
See, then he's lying. With always warm, always sunny, sometimes Colorado. Yeah, that's what he said. And Quincy, how are you doing, Quincy? Quincy, where are you calling from?
I'm in Phoenix.
Nice, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Is that where you're based, Quincy, by the way?
Yeah, that's where I'm based out of, for the
Okay.
most part.
Gotcha. Great. Yeah, I want to really kick it off with this year. So starting off with, I guess, one of the bigger ones was, I'm going here also with your list, Crippen, with the Flare token airdrop, actually, right? The Flare token airdrop that finally did happen in January, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, it did happen," and what followed was, I think, great for Hugo. Definitely great for Hugo, because that was something on his plate for a very, very long time. When was the snapshot? 2021, right? 2021.
Around earlier, I think. Yeah,
2020. I think 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, super early.
Yeah.
And the proposal went through too, which was a huge drama point, and people were talking all the time. It was the main topic in January.
Right, because they changed the airdrop situation, I think.
Exactly.
Didn't we have the snapshot of the XRP wallet, and then we had the lawsuit, like all within what, a week or two?
I mean, they made changes also to the XRP Ledger, because they had like these fields where they put in what is it, the Flare address?
Yeah, like Flare is an EVM based chain, so you had to put your basically your Ethereum address, which is the EVM address. Same like with Zahao and XRP Ledger right now, you have one R address, and for Flare it was the EVM Ethereum address, and you put that in your XRP Ledger. How does it? Message field, I think, is it? You could put it in there, and then this was your address that would get the airdrop, basically. And you also got the Songbird airdrop as well on this address.
Because the same snapshot, you got the same amount for both chains, isn't that correct?
No, I don't think so. I'm not quite sure which one was worth more, but I think because Songbird started so high with its value, it was pretty valuable at start. You didn't even get a lot of tokens, but it was super valuable and then dropped like a stone. And you basically
like every airdrop.
Yeah.
By the way,
it was crazy with Songbird. I heard stories like people lost so much on taxes, insane amounts.
I think it went up to 60 cents, and then sub cent, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it didn't stop.
It didn't stop.
It just didn't stop.
What did we learn from this? To be honest, what did we learn from this?
Price discovery. We have to wait. Like whenever an airdrop happens, you just wait until price discovery is done, and then you start to DCA into the coin if you really like it.
I agree. Never buy into the airdrop.
Yeah, dollar cost averaging is, I think, I'm as far as I know, there are even like papers saying that dollar cost averaging is the best way to buy into any security or token or coin or whatever. It's the best way to get like the best price for your investment over time.
Quincy, did you guys have all these airdrop farming and airdrop things going on XDC as well? Because there was like at the time where for the XRPL where there was also a thing.
Yeah, so we didn't call it necessarily airdrops. We do bounties. So for people who participate in the community, we like give away, not even give away, but like we give rewards in the form of XDC. So we see them a lot for developers, but we also see it for like community members, people who just actively participate and do things to help drive the space. So they're not quite airdrops, but if there's like a task or a goal or something that is to be achieved, and someone in the space achieves it, they're usually bounty rewards for it. So
that makes sense. It's like, what is it? What do they call it? Activations or something, Yeah, community activation. So they participate. That's cool. We do actually lack this on the XRP. We don't have that. Like neither Ripple or Foundation. Definitely not Foundation. Neither Ripple nor Foundation, I think, nor anyone else is really doing that much with the bounties or quests. I think I've seen quests doing that. That's I guess. Yeah, so take away from that, definitely airdrops. Be careful with that because we will probably have in 2024 a lot of airdrops as well coming. I mean, we have already the Evernote one as scheduled. Probably the first is going to be next year. Just be careful, if you're really interested in all of this, so you don't get into the same issues maybe you got with Songbird or Flare or both. Exactly. We're moving now to March, February, March. And this is more personal, for me personal, and please share also your guys' personal highlights or what happened. Because February, March, for me personal, and with XRP Cafe, it was like the first time we really generated a lot of volume on XRP Ledger, where we had a lot of the features done, and we're starting to be on a weekly basis, daily basis, the leading marketplace. And that was huge for us because it was like one of those moments, I guess, where you really look back and say, "Wow, that was great." And quickly followed after that, personally, again, personal, is the inclusion of my validator into the UN. That was around the same time, and I was totally, I guess, how it works if it's you get a message. From the foundation, and they told me that this is going to happen and that I just should doing, and that's it, no, nothing more. And it happened. What they said is going to happen, basically including into their UNL. Knew who's going to be removed, but then it was clear it was only 2 others who were included, and it was sunset. They were sunsetting Coil, and therefore also their validator and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely also a big moment in Q1 for me personally.
Was it also the time when the wave 4 happened and you got the money to go on and to just build?
Yeah, this is a good point, because when we talk about 2023 and a lot of these grants, when they start in October, November 2022, and you apply, which we did, they take time because they take time to review. And by the way, I just mentioned grants and all of that. I think we have now close to 1,800, or I think 2,000, but definitely more than 1,700 apps built on the XRP Ledger. Small projects, small tools, websites, everything that is somewhat related with the XRP Ledger, which is a really massive accomplishment for all of us to have so many people participating. And we dedicated there's a reason for platform and all of that. Funny, at the time when we proposed, we were so fast with the development. Adam did such a fast development of the platform that by the time the review was scheduled and everything, the platform was already done. Like for it, like the proof of concept, the MVP, it was already done. So we added more things to the roadmap and to the milestones to kind of balance that out, because we were already done with it.
So you under promise and over deliver. Right? It's rare.
Over deliver.
So rare.
Yeah, and yeah, indeed. So we knew I think at the end of December, that we're going to be part of the finalists, they call them, but we couldn't yet tell people because it wasn't official yet in January 2020. 2023, that was the case. Good one, I missed that.
Yeah, but I remember back then you were talking about still working full time for other jobs. Did this change in any way with the grant? Are you working full time for XRP Cafe right now?
Yes, but
yeah,
like every single one of us is doing that, but not in the way that people think. Like people think, oh, they don't have to do the day job anymore, but you still have to do it because there's just too much that you have to do for the amount of traction that the XRPL currently has to go basically full time only doing that, like basically full time Web3, right? Is I would say is right now not possible in XRPL in general. Like I think personally, only XRP Labs can do that from companies that did not sell tokens, right? If you sell tokens, then of course it's a different story. But just from generating revenue from the business to pay, right? I think only kind of be able to do that right now.
Would you say there's still a lot missing, or are you close to getting enough revenue to go full time Web3?
I think they're still missing because it does not only depend on the users that you have currently on the XRP Ledger using the ledger, but also in terms of how many products we can offer. Because just from trading NFTs on the marketplace, that's one part, right? Probably it's a stable part. It's a predictable, stable thing, right? That covers maybe your absolute minimum. But the more products you can create and offer, maybe to enterprises, and so on, or other services for minting and so forth, launchpad services. This is